They call it music. 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 They call it. Welcome to another special episode of thing called Double Rock. We can rock it wide open. Pure, raw, uncut, unadulterated Junkanoo news. But we so glad to be back here today. You see, I done fresh up, boss. Get my orange cami together like I promised you all I was gonna have, and my outfit on. I think I can start auctioning my outfits because these is be platinum, boss. I know I could get couple $12. All them big time fashion designers don't come close, you know what I mean? Tonight you can see we get the special guest, my co-host today.
The paparazzi.
The paparazzi shit like I promised you all from the last show. And we got our special guest today.
Oh, hi.
Say oh, hi!
Hello, everyone. Thanks for having me.
Yes, give the guest, give the viewing public your name.
Mm-hmm.
And
let me give the rundown.
Yes, give us a rundown, man. Because I don't like to introduce people because I go sideways quick.
Okay, I got you. My name is Angelique McKay, and I was invited to be on tonight because of my role with the Orange Economy Unit. The head of department for the Orange Economy Unit in the Ministry of Economic Affairs. So all things creative and relative to the creative community is what comes under my portfolio. So you know Junkanoo have to come under that.
Pause.
Yeah.
Wait, I think Junkanoo need to take over the Orange Economy. Yeah. If anything, only Junkanoo need to be there. Ain't nothing else. But I can't be biased like that because he need the musicians and
we need
everybody plays a part in the Orange Economy. And so to piggyback off that, what is the Orange Economy?
The Orange Economy is the economic engine for the creative community. So all of those things that you would have just mentioned, the visual artists, the musicians, the dancers, the culinary artists, fashion designers, jewelry makers, programmers, film producers, film directors, actors, anything that you could think of in the creative industry comes under the Orange Economy.
I just get sideways quick. Why they call it the Orange Economy? Why can't be the yellow or the green?
They have these other economies, you know.
Uh-huh.
And they cover other different things. Like, I think the yellow economy covers the desert. And then you have the green economy, the blue economy. There's so many different areas that focus specifically on different industries.
You think I could get a Cami economy?
Well, I'll be with you on that. You know, I like Yami.
That gotta be ready. That gotta be ready, boy. You know what I mean?
You know, so that particular industry is one of the fastest growing industries globally as well, right? And this is a new industry, a new unit in the Ministry of Economic Affairs. One of the things that this current administration committed to and promised the public
Yeah.
was the creation of a unit that's devoted specifically to the creatives. To
Okay.
be able to show how Junkanoo could go globally, how Junkanoo artists can monetize what it is that they do, to be able to expose our artists and artisans to the world. It's something that we're going to be doing within this unit.
Why
You
now?
already start-
Why
well,
now?
I don't know why now.
Now,
but I
man,
mean,
because it's been so long. Why now?
I can't say why now, but I know I'm here.
Yeah.
They came looking for me
Okay.
to develop and create this unit based on what I have been doing over the years.
Okay. Okay.
So I feel very comfortable and confident in having been brought here because
Okay.
I would like to say that I was handpicked for this.
Okay.
So it's going to be a very, very positive time for our creative industry. We already have 2 projects in the pipeline. The first project that's coming out is the Junkanoo project, where the different government ministries, agencies, and partners
Okay.
are going to be purchasing Junkanoo costume from Junkanoo artists, costumes that would have been on.
Man, you think they ready? You think they ready to get this off me now?
Well, take your
Wait,
picture
it's
and
fresh?
send it in.
What's
Take your picture
why
and
they can
send
see
it
it
in.
now? I we gotta send them by get
Gotta
all
send it
those
in.
cats
You
in this place.
gotta send it in.
But you
let
see
them
that's
know.
unique, but you
gotta
see-
let them know how much you want for that.
Yeah, but they got a bed for
Yeah,
this. But
so-
this ain't no special price on it. You got a bed, but the bed started with
Yeah.
40 grand.
So that's the first project, and the second project is a digital booklet, a live booklet where artisans will be able to submit their images,
Okay.
so that ministers, permanent secretaries, ambassadors, senior government officials purchase their gifts out of that booklet.
Wow.
So we supporting the creative industry by buying directly from
From-
the artist. So there's no need for a middleman. So you're able to realize if you sell, say these 2 rings that I have on, these are made by Bahamians.
Okay.
So if a Bahamian charged me $10 for this,
He get
I
$10.
$10 for that. This
Ain't no
one charge
middleman
another
taking no $2
Exactly.
from this.
Exactly. So we're seriously committed to empowering the creative industry and allowing them to have economic benefits from what it is that they do.
Papi, you got any questions?
No, at the moment, just taking all the information in. It's fascinating because, being a Junkanoo artisan myself for the last 30 years, it's always interesting to see tourists at the end of the parade go around and select the items that they want. And it always dawned on me that there was value in it. And we always leave it behind or carry it to the shack and then store it for a year, then throw it away. So this is a wonderful initiative. I hope a lot of Junkanooers and artisans on the whole take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Is there a particular deadline for this particular?
Well, the deadline
first initiative?
is, the deadline for the Junkanoo costumes is the 15th.
The 15.
Day after
Because
Valentine's.
we would have done little soft announcements to the Junkanoo community, letting
Okay.
them know that this was coming.
Okay,
And this
okay.
was done even before the parade. So to get your mind right.
Right, to get your mind right. You know how the
Get
thing
your
goes.
mind right. So they know, be prepared,
Prepared.
be ready. And then it was another soft announcement. So actually, everything launched today, and people have been sending those pictures in.
Now the thing is, but I get my costume big as a house now. Y'all looking to buy big
Send
costume?
Send that.
I
because
wanna know.
Some of the ministries are big, have
Okay.
big foyers.
Okay.
And some of the ministries' partners also have big
Big
foyers.
foyers, okay.
So these are the people that are going to be supporting this initiative.
Mm.
So don't feel like, oh, my costume too big.
Too
or
big
my
or
costume
too small.
Uh-huh.
Any size.
Any size. Send it in. Make sure the picture is right. Because if it's blurry, people are going to gloss over it. They're not going to look at it.
But you know what you just cost me? You cost me I want to sleep tonight. I get one little 2-man in the garage. I need to touch up, I go home and touch them up. No! If I know some little
see-
cake coming in.
One of the reasons why this was the first project from us is because we were recently inscribed by UNESCO
Yes.
for Junkanoo to be the intangible cultural heritage of the Bahamas. We have 2 UNESCO inscriptions because of Junkanoo. We're also a creative city because of Junkanoo and straw. So Junkanoo is inscribed with UNESCO twice for the Bahamas.
Explain that for the people. All this UNESCO stuff. Break it down, simple for the people.
Where's UNESCO
Well,
And what Junkanoo is, what happened in Junkanoo with UNESCO. Let the people know. Break it down for them, because a lot of people be like, they want to hear UNESCO and they hear Junkanoo and they lost.
Well, UNESCO is an overall entity that deals with culture and education globally.
Okay.
Right? And they're able to inscribe certain things because of the importance and significance to a particular country.
Okay.
Now, other countries throughout the region have Junkanoo.
Yeah.
It's not Junkanoo, Bahamian
Junkanoo.
Junkanoo cousin. Junkanoo cousin and Junkanoo
He call
friend.
it carbon copy.
Yeah,
Carbon
they
copy.
call it
Carbon
that.
copy. Yeah.
But they have Junkanoo as well.
Yeah.
But Junkanoo has evolved in the Bahamas to something that is huge, and because of its significance to the people of the Bahamas, it's worthy to be inscribed to say more or less that the Bahamas owns
Junkanoo.
on this level, because
Okay.
in the other countries and because some states in the U.S. have Junkanoo.
South Carolina.
Yeah, they it's not as widespread as it is here.
Yeah.
And in New Providence, every household has a Junkanoo. Even if you don't participate, you help someone who participates. Junkanoo is in every single household.
Yep.
So in order for us to show that, the inscription was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Junkanoo is a big thing, and
That
the
get me
world
thinking.
is starting to recognize, because of that inscription, a lot of people globally now recognizing, like,
This was
Junkanoo,
happening.
Bahamas, like that.
Now they making
Yeah.
the connection.
So it creates even more opportunities for us to take Junkanoo. But you all know how I feel for taking Junkanoo to the world.
Yeah.
Against any obstacle, I've been doing it. We've been doing it. Me and the Sikh award-winning Junkanoo Commandos have been doing it. So our footprint globally for Junkanoo is out there. So that UNESCO inscription really shines the light on us, especially within the creative community globally.
We need that.
Angelique, does the costume or the piece have to be, or the person have to participate in the parade, or they can create a piece just
You could
for...
create a piece for that, and in saying creating a piece for that, Access Accelerator, the business development, yes,
yeah.
they have a website that they just launched called Teensy. So they're
Teensy?
assisting
I like that name.
I like that.
They're assisting artists and artisans with getting their work out globally.
Wow.
So you have them as another engine. So these small Junkanoo pieces that you would speak about, you would be able to put them on the website with your price, and they're doing all of the e-commerce work.
Like my little art right
Like
here.
that.
Yeah.
So, and the thing is, the value of Junkanoo increases the more people see how much we value it.
Yeah.
The stock goes up. So people understand how valuable Junkanoo is to us. We don't want nobody near our costume.
Yeah.
We
Boss. Don't come too close to that, man. Yeah, man, boss.
Exactly.
Boss, you drinking that soda stand over there, man.
So, and I can tell you, the Junkanoo Commandos have had commissioned pieces that we ship out of the country because people were like, I wanted this or that, paste it. So we do it.
Yeah.
And that's one of the other initiatives that's coming under this unit umbrella.
Okay.
Artists have been complaining about the cost of exporting their work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Price just going down.
And
Yes.
an avenue to
Export your work.
Yeah,
Yes,
because
yes.
there's no avenue to say, okay, we're going to put it on a plane and then it's going to be shipped
And
out.
Ship
see,
out.
That Teensy website
Site.
is assisting with
All
getting
that.
it to people out there. The Orange Economy Unit dealing with all that.
Oh,
Right?
boy.
So we're in negotiations now with partners that I'm not at liberty to say, but it is going to happen. I have yet to touch a project that hasn't been successful. Yeah, I have yet, and I'm not starting it now.
Okay.
So we're gonna be able to say paparazzi has some images that, he has online, say on the Tingsy website or his
Yeah.
website, and people want it. We know the cost to ship that out through, say, one of the shipping companies is expensive.
Yeah.
We're looking to reduce some of
Some
that
of that
cost
cost.
by bulk shipping.
Mm.
So trust me, it's exciting for creatives, and one of the things that we always say, our creatives are not going to be able to eat if they only concentrate on the market in the Bahamas. We
That's-
have to get them beyond these
Globally.
shores. Yes. In October, as an example, under the Orange Economy Unit, a visual artist from the Bahamas traveled with a group that I took to Ghana with the University of the Bahamas because of what I'm doing,
Yeah.
and did a mural with a visual artist from Ghana. So they created a piece. They were doing it virtually. So later this year, they're going to be doing an exhibition.
Wow.
So our Bahamian artist is going to get to go to Ghana to do an exhibition of her work
Right.
in Ghana
Wow.
as a result of what Links, the Orange Economy
Economies.
Unit, is doing.
That's excellent.
The boy, that right there is nice.
Top class. I mean, this isn't a question necessarily for you, but a lot of people in Junkanoo don't even know the value of the pieces that they create. How can your unit assist them with, let's say, someone brings in a photograph and they say that this item is for, let's say, $100, but we all know that it's valued a lot more. Can you consult with them to actually say, well, how do we create how should I say it? How can we create
A level playing field.
not necessarily
Not
a level
even-
playing field, but how do we
like-
determine the price?
like-
Because everybody
like-
say you can't pay me to produce.
Like a
Junkanoo.
price control type thing.
So how do we have, like, let's say, do you have some kind of a consultant who can actually work along with persons? Because I mean, some people like Top Class say he want 30,000 for his outfit.
Yeah.
How do we determine the cost, or how do we determine? I know a lot of artisans and they'll price art, because I mean, like, Bansky has produced some stuff and charge millions of dollars for. So, how do we now price our
Product.
Junkanoo? Period. How do we price Junkanoo?
Well, as a unit, we're not getting involved with your
Your
pricing.
price. What you say.
What your price is your price.
Price.
Because if we begin to get into that, it could be either way. It could be like, oh, you put it too high, so that's why nobody buying
Buying
my
it.
stuff.
Or you put it too low.
and I ain't really make nothing
Nothing
off of
off
that.
it, yeah.
You would know as an artist
What
the
you
amount of
value.
time you put into that, as well as the materials that would be
Mm-hmm.
put into that, and how much you would want to generate from that. Sometimes you may put the price lower in an effort to get your name out there.
Exposure,
Right,
yes.
exactly.
Yes.
Sometimes you may put it, well, this how much I spent on this, I can't afford to go lower than
What on
this.
this?
Yes.
So it's a personal thing that you have to do as an artist to come up with. And then my unit don't have the budget consultant. I can let you know now,
But when the pricing game, it's almost like you pricing for a construction job. Yeah, this what I spend on material.
Time spent.
This the time
Labor.
spent, what the labor cost, and this what is the markup and all the bugger in there, right? So now you decide and yourself. But look here, I go around the clock for 1 month to pay this, But if I was working for any other company, I would have charged them $150 a night to do this, So you start to calculate all them nights you paying up the $150.
You have
You know
to
what I
treat
mean?
it as a business.
You treating
even-
it as a
even though it's your
business.
passion.
Exactly. And that's what people need to understand. You treat this like a business. Boss, I used to get paid $85 a day. How much days you been on this costume? 10 days? But it's $850.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
that's-
So and
that's
that's
what-
that's the best
Right.
formula to break it down. How much you charge per day if you was working and that's what you do. But you patient and you like this,
plus
and plus material.
Right.
So now start to give you a better price point on how to break down and price your product. Because a lot of people be like, but I ain't even know how to price this to nobody.
Yeah.
Because
You know what I mean?
entrepreneurs will say, oh, that only take me a day or two to do, or they tend to downplay the art form of Junkanoo. They tend to say, oh, that's a little simple this or a little easy that, but
Yeah.
they don't realize what we creating.
Boy, script by script, that ain't easy, you know.
You have to cut the paper first.
I remember a guy came to Shark. It was a big thing in Trinidad Carnival.
Yes.
And he came to the Shark and see us laying paper piece by piece. He was blown away. It was like, you're laying paper piece by piece?
That's one of the reasons why we could
He
tell
was
everybody
crazy.
Junkanoo is the greatest show on earth. Nothing could line up with us. Not in my book.
So we get the Orange Economy Unit. This inside the Ministry of Economic Affairs. What is the responsibility of the Ministry of Economic Affairs?
Well, economic affairs has a lot of different sub areas. Like,
Okay.
Access Accelerator comes under that. Is an consumer affairs
Okay.
comes under that. Trade and industry comes under that. There's another area, I can't remember the name exactly, but it's creating a stamp on authentically Bahamian products, so you could have a made in the Bahamas brand.
That's what you need.
Yeah, I can't, they're gonna kill me because I can't remember what
Oh.
the name, but there are several areas. Something, an investment as well, comes
Okay.
under economic affairs, so
okay.
that's the financial. Yeah.
That's a financial engine.
So that's one of the reasons why I would say the creative community could be confident to know that the support is there
Yeah.
because that is the ministry that this unit was put under to be creative. Now, I can ask the creative community to bear with me because I have to build it from the ground up.
Yeah.
But I built Ford tough, so I'm ready for that. And
was.
one of the things that I have already been doing is I've been having meetings with festivals globally to be able to see how we can get our artists on those stages. I've been doing it.
Yeah.
But I've been doing it as a private citizen without the
back
wind
end.
of
Without the back end.
So it's an exciting time, I think, for the creative community in the Bahamas, and what I was brought in to do and to be allowed to do, so that economic benefits could be realized by the creatives in the Bahamas.
Right. I ain't gonna lie. I'm so excited for this initiative. Because a lot of years I've been patient and like paparazzi say, man, you get your costume, you hold it for a year, next new year, Junkanoo come up. You throw that in the garbage, and now you gotta start fresh. And all that wasted, that's a wasted product that could have been sold for X amount of dollars to propel the culture to the next level.
And see, once we begin
You know?
showing the world what we have and what we value
Yeah.
our Junkanoo as, they're gonna gravitate to it even more because you can't have anyone that comes and looks at or experiences Junkanoo and they're not blown away. Because experiencing Junkanoo for them is a life-changing experience.
Yep, everybody.
I can tell you, as we travel with Junkanoo Commandos, we're like Pied Pipers. We were at a festival in Virginia, right? They were just getting ready to put on their costume. I had to go on the radio for the police to come to keep the crowd away from them, and they don't even have on their costume yet.
People just blown
I'm
away.
telling you. So I'm talking about celebrity status with Junkanoo. Like they had to keep the people away.
Right. You know what? I can't wait to hear. I can't wait to hear Junkanoo music globally on rotation.
It's gonna happen. It's getting there.
Right, man.
The world is not as big as what it used to be. It seems. Last Junkanoo was the first time we had Junkanoo live streamed in Ghana. So the birthplace of Junkanoo was able to witness and see Junkanoo. And in 2023, the Junkanoo Commandos traveled to Ghana, the first time Junkanoo ever hit the motherland. And they were blown away with our Junkanoo, would come from them.
From them.
Because the evolution of what we have here in the Bahamas with Junkanoo cannot be touched or tested.
Yeah.
No one can test it.
It's crazy. The product. Hey. That's why I say, man, we gotta enhance the product. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, we've been falling on lately. We've been falling on lately, and I want all my Junkanoos to realize the shift in the market right now. You need to upgrade yourself. You need to upgrade your product. Because we ain't just here in the Bahamas. We global. And we need to put out a product that represents us. And I talking represent the Bahamas. You got to do it to the best you could do. You can't come out there half-stepping. That's why I tell you, man, hey.
Can't be picky.
You can't be picky. You see this? But I ain't even get no tricks tonight fresh to that.
I see that.
You know what I mean? I couldn't let you outshine me today. I just want to let you know. I know you can come with all your African beads and all your African colors. Yeah. I say, but when she coming there, she ain't gonna dress me today. Ain't nobody coming on the show gonna dress top class. I letting you know now.
Oh.
If I feel like somebody gonna dress me, I ain't gonna pace tonight.
Something else.
I can, you know what I can do? I can start traveling with 3 outfits now. Just in case. Because if you come up here and I believe you threatening to take over my show with your costume, I can got to go in my bag.
I blame you.
You know what I mean? So I think I can pace me about 4 jackets because I can need them platinum for any guest come up here and try to show me up. I ain't letting that happen in this season. I let you know now, and everything can be paste and fresh. No tricks, just colors.
Thank God.
But what do the creative, what are you going to say?
I know.
Yeah. I think I get the bearings of where I was going now. How do the creative really benefit from the orange economy? Because plenty people you get some sketchy people and they ain't quite sold on what we selling at, people be like, boy, I ain't sure. And then when the move shift, sometimes it's be too late, So you just got to jump on the wagon now. So let them know how they really can benefit from what's going on now. Because, you tell them they can get this little global this and that and thing, but some of them still a little itchy.
Like one of the things you said when you were speaking specifically to the Junkanoo community, that they need to get their craft to the point where it was.
Yeah.
You ain't talking to everyone. You're talking to the set who costume picky.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So the other ones, let's just say, for instance, this ring. I kill this ring.
Yeah.
I kill this ring. The quality has to be at a particular standard for persons to want to purchase it. Yeah. Just because you find shells on the beach and you put together a necklace, just because you're a Bahamian and it's made in the Bahamas, does not mean that the quality is there and I want to buy it. If your shells aren't smooth around
polish
the edges, they can cut me.
Yeah, you don't want to polish
so
up.
Once you have those quality items, and like I said, as a unit, we are making connections globally. My face is already known on the global community from coming to different festivals and different conferences with Bahamian themes.
Yeah.
Right? So the door is already open. I'm already in there. So if I'm able to now say to them, okay, we have an artisan that makes these type of rings. Are they able to attend your festival to see so that they can have a larger audience of persons to sell their items to? I go to a particular festival producer. This just happened in September when I went to Pittsburgh. I went to a festival conference. And I said to the persons, how many of us in here would like to see a Bahamian entertainer on their stage? Put your card on the table for me.
All kind of cards coming in.
Opportunities are there. And everybody who know me know I born, bred, and got dead Bahamian. And I push Bahamian and I push Bahamian culture anywhere I go. Anywhere. So we need to be ready. We don't need to get ready. We need to stay ready. So if festival in Texas say, oh, McKay, I gave you my card and we need someone to do a set, blah, blah, blah. Who do you recommend? Oh, yeah, top class can sing that.
Yeah.
Boom, top class.
Gone.
I'm taking KB to the UK, right? They don't know KB well, they didn't then. It was based on me speaking with the festival director and the festival producer, my relationship with them.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, if Angelique say
this platinum, let's get this.
KB. I took Synergy and Shine
Yeah.
to another festival in the US. They don't know Shine. I sent this Shine, this me, this Shine, this Synergy, boom. Okay, use Angelique, let's break
Call it
down.
down.
You understand? So the relationships are already there. And with the wind of the government behind me, even more doors are going to be able to open for more of our creatives to have more opportunities beyond our borders. Yeah?
You said the Orange Economy building from the ground up, so we're in foundation level. Where do you see the Orange Economy, say, within the next 5 years?
Oh, the Bahamas is going to be on everybody's tongue as it relates to our creative industry. Because right now, a lot of people do not know what we produce. We market sun, and sea.
Yeah.
Now we have another thing that we are going to be marketing by way of the Orange Economy Unit. Yes, because the talent that we have in the Bahamas it's unmatched from where I sit, because I travel a lot and I see what other countries produce and I see what we produce here in the Bahamas. And we're on the same level, if not higher, in many instances.
Trust me, when I
It's
travel,
just that people don't get to see
it. And I travel and I see some of them there, I be like, wait, we could do, somebody can do better than that, man. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know, hey, but boy, I excited for the Orange Economy. It's about time. It's about time the ball fall in our court.
And
you know?
I'm happy that this current administration had the confidence in me to be able to say, you build it, you develop it, run with it, because this is our vision or whatever. And like I said, I've been in this industry like forever. So I know a lot of the cries of the creatives. So I know some of the things that we can do to address their needs right out the gate. Yeah.
Hey, listen to me. When you have a blank canvas, because that's what you have right now. You have a blank canvas. But when you give an artist a blank canvas, miracles happen. Miracles happen when you have a blank canvas. And that's one thing I can say. With the Orange Economy being a blank canvas, trust me, once you put the work in, you can reap and benefit.
A word
the harvest.
The key word, and high quality products.
Yeah, that's what we need, and that's what we got to keep pushing, and we got to keep beating into our creative head. Quality, not because you're Bahamian, mean your product is good. You have to have quality product. I ain't buying your product just because you're Bahamian.
Yeah, can't do that.
You know what I mean? I want something good. And when I travel, I have one thing I always look for when I travel. And one thing I look for is, not basically one thing, but I have a few things. I always look for the culture. I look for the culture. I got to see what they doing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I need to see what they doing and learn. And see if something that I can pick up that can enhance me as a person, enhance my product, our product. Because once my product enhance, our product enhance. You know what I mean? And that's what a lot of people don't understand. That's why I tell the young people and a lot of the old people, travel, man.
Yes.
Oh, man, it's expensive to travel. Boss, if you can spend so and so every day or every week on this, put something aside to travel to get some experience and something.
That exposure
Me,
is key.
I've been researching trade shows for all type of things now. I just go and just to see. And when I travel, man. I want to eat what the locals eat, and I want to see where the locals hanging out, because I want to see the culture inside of that.
There's
You know what I
a
mean?
whole world of opportunities out
Right.
there, and I would encourage every creative to hitch on to this now.
Yeah.
Why these opportunities are there, and you can only grow from strength to strength.
And like paparazzi always say, if I could get a tourist to spend $1 with me, just $1. If every tourist come off that cruise ship spend $1 with me, $1. And
Okay.
how much cruise residents the minister said they had?
Plenty millions.
15.
Plenty millions.
So if you could get $1 from every tourist that came off that boat, you would have been a millionaire.
That's it.
You see what I said?
And we're
That's-
coming up with creative ways to tap into that as well. Now, I now sit on the Creative Council with the Ministry of Tourism.
Okay.
So it now will give me an even louder voice from the Orange
It's
Economy
economy.
Unit.
To push on
Exactly.
on them.
And I already said that my volume for Junkanoo is going up this year. So my volume for everything in the creative industry is
It's
going
notch
up.
up.
A notch. So if y'all didn't like my volume on Junkanoo before, go that way.
And I'm glad you get someone like you around the tourism table, because a lot of tourists come to the Bahamas and never know what's happening around Junkanoo time. They don't even know about Junkanoo.
I can't
And
even talk
that has bugged the hell out of me.
That's
That
one
has
of the
bugged the
things-
hell out of me.
That's one of the things.
Zappa,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Remember earlier when I said we market sun, and
The sea, yeah,
and a lot of that is going to
change.
And one of the things that I keep pushing, and I hope my minister supports me when it goes to Mario Bolag with this, we need to separate the A and the B category in Junkanoo. We need to create a festival surrounding the greatest
the show on earth.
We need to do it. And we need to allow our visitors and our locals to be able to see the work that we put into our costumes. So if you have the A category and fun groups one day, B category and individual costumes another day, it shortens the length of time for the parade, but it also allows us an opportunity to really be able to perform, because we don't have that long 9 million hours to get back on Bay
Away.
Street from True George Street.
But you know what is a unique experience for a visitor to really see production in full force, in terms of going to the shop, seeing the product,
I
and
can
then
tell
going
you-
to Bay Street and seeing that same product you saw
I
at
can
the
tell
shop.
you, I've done that with the
You know
Jungle
what I mean?
Commandos.
That's crazy.
Persons who would have done artist in residency programs with us in the UK
Uh-huh.
came over here, participated in the New Year's Junkanoo with the Junkanoo Commandos fun group.
Yeah.
They pace in the socks and shack.
Shack,
They ain't
yeah.
bought it with me. Right? They pace in the socks and shack in Mason.
Uh-huh.
Right? So they're Saxons now. 'cause
Nah,
they
oh,
pace on the Saxons costume.
yeah.
And then they still try lotion me and be like, no, we pulling for you. I know, don't give me that. I didn't know y'all in Saxons. right?
Yeah.
And after they did a lap with Commando's fun group,
Yeah.
they were in the bleachers to watch
Watch
the
the
parade.
parade.
So they watched their Saxon costume, but they helped
Pace.
Pace come down
Down.
Bay Street. You know, these are unique opportunities
Experiences, boy.
for us to generate revenue
Revenue.
for persons in the Orange Economy as well.
Yeah.
Because
That's a
that-
shock
them,
tour.
them helping on the costume, invaluable and priceless.
Yep.
You can't buy,
Buy
that
that.
experience.
Nope, you can't buy that.
And then if we now reintroduce the
Prejudging.
it creates another opportunity
event.
for generating revenue, more people to be able to come as another family atmosphere, family time, highlighting and showcasing the intimate details in the costumes that produce
Yeah.
the greatest show on earth. Yeah?
Yeah.
We need to take advantage of that. And this the same time, when they're looking at these costumes, the energy from those costumes there, because we pour our souls into that. People want to take away things that remind them of that experience.
Yeah.
When we travel, Junkanoo Commandos travel, people buy Junkanoo Commandos paraphernalia because the feeling they had when they see us, they want something.
Yeah.
And when we do a pop-up shop, we give them a little piece of costume. They ain't gonna forget us.
No.
They will never forget us.
Yes,
And they'll never forget Junkanoo.
You know, that remind me of, I was in Sunny Port one time. And I saw this whole, the product, this is the Junkanoo product they pick up off the road after Junkanoo, but she's all shoot up, I call it. There's picky bad, but it's all shoot up. But the pride, these people get this on their porch in the back, behind their big table. Man, and I talking
The
about,
market is there.
they get out like some
market is
mad
there.
artwork, baby, and I looking at that.
'Cause it is.
I looking at that,
That's
and
a
I
pretty one,
dead
though.
mad. I dead mad. And be like, wait, I was ready to tell them I can take that and fix that for you all, you know. You know what I mean?
But guess
but how
what?
they displaying that,
But
man,
guess
is
what?
they proud of that,
And
baby.
that might have been a parade that they went to.
Exactly.
Like
That's
all
where they
kind
went to,
of-
and they
all kind
walking.
of things,
You know, you
all
walking
kind of
home and they just
memories
pick it
and
up.
Emotions surrounding that one piece of costume.
Boy.
Think about this. Every costume which you ever touch, if you see a picture of that, you could run the whole history of how that costume reached to Bay Street.
Yeah. Yeah,
You-
you
you
ain't lie.
want-
You ain't lie. You ain't
I
lie.
can tell you because my
Yeah.
heart still breaks. I get leave. The
Like,
first time in my life.
and big time, 24, 25, and you getting leave?
My
All
Lord.
these years
It
you do
was rough.
Junkanoo and you getting leave?
Boy, that's what I get for leaving the island in December. I never do that. One
Aye.
time I was supposed to present.
Only time you
a-
leave the island in December is when your costume finish, boy.
Is your costume ever
Ain't gonna happen no more. I can do it no more. And I said, I can do it no more.
You learn your lesson, eh?
One time I was supposed to present at a conference the beginning of December. And I tell the people, boy, I got a thing about that.
That, yeah.
That too close.
The
I
Junkanoo?
said, what if something happened?
And you can't get back home, eh?
Exactly.
You see
And
somebody
now look.
rushing your costume down the road.
And all it took leave.
Oh, God.
Angelique, let me ask you a question. This is not orange related, but what are your thoughts about the Junior Junkanoo parade we just went by?
Thoughts as in, I was excited by it. I was excited by the large number of participants in Junkanoo and looking at those children that show us how deep Junkanoo is in our DNA.
Yeah.
So the pride I felt, one of my cousins in 12th grade, Dylan, he's a beller. And he ringing that bell and the pride I had with him ringing that bell.
Bell.
And you hear a lot of people tell us Junkanoo is dying and we're not gonna have Junkanoo. It's not
No,
true.
but I know Joe Boss.
It's not true because the passion, and I know you probably saw it more than any of us because you taking the pictures. So you were able to see the passion in the faces
And
of those.
enthusiasm.
Yes.
And it's just,
We are Junkanoo.
Yeah.
We are Junkanoo.
Yes.
And I love what I saw with Junior Junkanoo.
I love the kindergartners. That's my favorite.
Yeah, that's the little kids. So
That's
it
the raw
that's the
enthusiasm.
raw.
And it's like,
They know what's going on. They just there to have the fun.
They know they's a part of
Junkanoo,
Junkanoo.
yeah.
it's
So-
always interesting because you always have the shy ones who crying and with mommy and daddy, and then you always have that one or two who just out there.
Oh,
just like, hey,
that's
look at me, look at me,
look at me.
Just like-
Yeah.
and it's a beautiful thing. UNESCO, you said something about the city of Nassau being a
Creative City.
A creative city.
Creative City. It was. I can't remember the year. I think it may be 10 years ago that was done,
Yeah.
and it was inscribed as a creative city. So globally, you would hear different creative cities from different countries around the world, and we are listed as a creative city because of what we do with Junkanoo and straw work. So we are known in the creative spaces for a creative country, but it's just not pushed as much as it could be pushed. But that changing. That changing.
Do you think an individual could be a full-time Junkanoo artist or artisan?
I think so. But you have to be committed, just like with any other artistic expression.
Yeah.
There are going to be highs and lows.
Absolutely.
And you have to be totally committed to your craft. Like a lot of visual artists who we would see who are full-time visual artists, they invest a lot into that. They invest a lot into that. And then sometimes as a junkanoo, you may feel like, I only could produce pasted work. You could do more than that, you know? As a junkanoo artist, you may do just the cardboard manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
That could be something that could be sold. I remember, because I know how to build too, child. Anyway, so I had this figure that I built,
Mm-hmm.
and I had it framed and on my wall to the top of my stairs. And it was just brown. I didn't paint it because I felt like with it being brown, I can see all of the details from what I did. I was proud of that too, you know? So we have to look at different things we could do. And then if you're a junkanoo artist, it may not be like, okay, I have this costume that I produce. You may be able to do pictures and prints of that on different paraphernalia. You know, you have to get it out there because different demographics are gonna want different things.
Dance.
You know, and then you have to be able to do different price points. Because, you know, a lot of visual artists do limited edition prints.
Yeah.
You know? So
You
we
know-
have to be able to diversify what we offer.
You know what I look for every time I travel?
Sorry.
Everywhere I go, excuse me, I buy
A patch.
a patch. I buy a patch. Everywhere I go, I buy a patch.
Interesting.
And that's
I
my
never seen
keepsake from
junkanoo
everywhere.
patch.
Okay then.
You see? So someone else might be looking for patches and we don't have.
Oh, no.
I'm just saying.
You know what I mean?
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
It's
that's
so
it.
many things in junkanoo. I mean, I've looked at junkanoo and I say, okay, we have 7 large groups. I'm not gonna call them A or B category. I'm just gonna say 7 large groups.
I call them A.
Okay. We have 7 A groups with a large following, and I think we do such a terrible job on producing, like you said,
Paraphernalia.
and brand recognizing.
And you only can find them around Junkanoo time.
And I just want to say, because we can't be so hard on ourselves too, right? Because we have to remember, Junkanoo is what we do part-time and not full-time. Like, all of us have our jobs to go to. And the closer it gets to Junkanoo, the more focused we become on
We're
it.
trying to change that though.
So yeah, and that's the only way we could do it. We have to switch our mindset to realize, like me, Junkanoo is 12 months out of the year.
Like me, junkanoo is 12
Yeah.
months already.
Yeah.
You know, so you think different when you focus on it 12 months. So to be a full-time junkanoo artist, you have to be committed to 12 months out of the year, not 9, not 6, not 5, 12 months. And you have to think about when it's a slow period, what you're gonna do when it's slow. Because these
Yeah.
visual artists don't make money all year.
Yeah.
The same with the performing artists. They
Yeah.
don't do it all year. You know? So it has to be something that you feel like you could commit to, you're able to diversify, and you got to get beyond our borders.
Have to.
You have to get, because if you try to sell me one junkanoo thing, I gotta run you. I could do that. You ain't gonna tell me that if I try to sell you one?
Automatic.
What? I can do that where you going.
But look
I'm
here.
doing better.
Okay.
Yeah. But look
So
here,
we
boy.
have to get beyond our shores, with being able to let our creatives reap economic benefits from what it is that they do, from what it is that their creator put in them to do.
Because this conversation being so hard, boy, we be here all night. But boy, I gotta stop somewhere.
Wait, I have a gift for y'all.
Don't lie, man.
Yeah, that is. Where my little bag?
Oh,
Oh,
you see one little bag, yo.
see it, y'all? Huh?
Look, yo.
This pays off.
Oh,
Oh,
all
this
fresh
is
up.
To me,
Okay.
I had
So-
planned today to do my cue cards, and I was gonna paste it. But then I worked late this afternoon. I was gonna actually paste my cue
Junkanoo,
cards
and
today.
you know how you say your tie still wet?
Yeah.
She's still wet.
She's still ready. Yeah.
Pressure. So this, the relaunch,
Yes.
it's your guest book.
Oh.
Now I ain't put no decorations on it. Number one, because I'm gone.
Yeah.
And then two,
You gotta make
y'all want to do what y'all can
You want to do with it?
and how y'all want to do it.
But
I could be the first person to sign in this.
no, man.
Alright.
Organized to
Very,
take
very
man.
well.
We appreciate that. Why she get all the jade and colors in the Look
good.
here.
I had
Off
to
of
put
the
I
air.
had to put my colors in the front.
I recognize those colors.
Oh, yeah. She fresh.
Yes.
Boy, we appreciate this. But
My
you see,
pleasure.
and these the things that they come out of the orange economy. And by closing, what is your expectation from the orange economy?
I expect the creatives in the Bahamas to rise to the occasion and to take advantage of every opportunity that is presented to them by way of the Orange Economy Unit and the partnerships that the Orange Economy Unit develops globally in order for them to be able to reap economic gains.
Hey, this show has been so informative. We just gotta stop, man, because if we leave us here, we can be here till tomorrow morning like Junkanoo. You know? Just keep going. But we gotta shut down because we gotta catch a break. But right here, we love this book, boy. And everybody come here, we can say, by the first guest on the show from the Orange Economy. Huh? Donated this book to us. Only we can write, share, and on this. You know what I mean?
She jiggy.
She jiggy.
I
Off of the
little
head.
fluffier than you though. She
So
little
what?
fluffier. Don't lie.
See, this was
Doctor.
happen when
Don't
you
lie.
practice, though.
Don't lie. She little fluffy.
So, you know, see that she has you shoes and was done, so you had to cut on.
You know, the beautiful thing about this, I mean, that's the things that Junkanoo know.
That's
He has
just
the
what is
technique and-
Junkanoo. And as much as we tell people start cutting paper and paste and thing, they ain't want to do this. But this is authentic, way. This what we love and we recognize. You know what I mean? But anyway, we gotta stop with this, way. But Papa, before we close up, man, you want any last words you want to say before we roll?
I just want to thank Angelique and the Orange. Is it the
Orange
Unit?
Economy Unit.
Orange Economy Unit. Because I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been racking my brain for the past 30 years on ways that Junkanooers could make money and to specifically what you say, export what we love to the world. Because we know the world wants it. I'll give you a case in point before we leave. You remember the Disney theme, One Family, the octopus, I can't remember her name, riding down out west in the back of someone's car, or the top of someone's car. I didn't even call her name, it's right, going west.
Yeah.
But we never see it again, so there's the demand for our
Walk
stuff.
off, yeah.
Just keep that in mind, When you create a costume or something, just keep in mind something small or something that you could actually take off and sell
Someone
somebody
won
around
that.
the world.
Somebody won that.
Or you could actually, instead of building 2 for the costume, build 2 more for sale.
Still.
So
Yeah.
that's the kind of things you got to keep in mind. Keep your head in the game, and as an artisan, everything in Junkanoo is available to be exported, and you can make a decent living off it. And that's what I wanted to talk about. The fact that I've always been trying to figure out a way to make a living off of something that I love, which is Junkanoo. That's why I've been taking photographs for the last 19 and a half years. And I heard the little joke y'all kid can say, man, hey, we gotta talk to him, but now he's still taking pictures. It is what it is. I mean, yeah, but it's something that I enjoy doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thank you very much.
My pleasure.
I see so much opportunity in this.
Your last words, Angelique, before we
Well,
shut down. What's that?
I just want to encourage the creative community. Get on board, let us show the world that the culture of the Bahamas is why it's better.
In the Bahamas.
And Jackson once said, more people will come to the Bahamas for our culture than sun and sea. And I think he had a date. I'm not sure, we have to look back, but I think he used to say a particular date.
Yeah.
I think you said 2020.
Yeah, we gotta
Something
dump.
like
We gotta.
that.
We,
Yeah.
Fall down if it's
we just gotta.
2020,
We
but
just
they
gotta.
keep
Look,
going.
we just
They
gotta
keep
keep
going.
going.
And another thing I want to say, I know you said it's the last.
Yeah.
But people travel specifically for culture. You see, just how you say you seek out the cultural hubs when you go.
Yeah.
A lot of people travel specifically to experience the culture of different countries.
And so that's why tourism need to have Junkanoo on everybody calendar. You know what I mean? Just like our Trinidad Carnival on everybody calendar, Junkanoo need to be on everybody calendar. You know what I mean? And that's when we know our product just moving around globally. You know? But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this has been another special and exciting and an informative episode of Double Rock. You know what I mean? We'd thank you for tuning in. You know what I mean? But before I leave, I get one tip for y'all. You know, I can start dropping a tip at the end of every cast. Don't paint your pants white if you can paste it black. Paint it black, man. Then paste it. Anyway, you just watch another exciting episode of Double Rock. So on behalf of myself, aka Top Class, my co-host, Mr. Junkanoo Paparazzi, my guest, Mr. Angelique McKay, and my producer, Mr. Silent, we just brought you, boom, a Double Rock. Anyway, you just watched another exciting episode of Double Rock. Huh? No, I ain't finished yet. I ain't finished yet. I just letting them know, you know what I mean? So on behalf of myself, aka Top Class, my co-host, Mr. Junkanoo Paparazzi, my guest, Mr. Angelique McKay, and my producer, Mr. Silent, we just brought you, boom, a Double Rock.
Nedler Productions.